I do not want a traditional submissive woman. That sounds god-awful. I want a feminist who will smoke weed, watch anime, and dominate me like I'm a piece of meat.
What the hell? What kind of man are you? I'm sorry, my brother, but that sounds like some soy boy beta male shit. Is that you? Good God. You want a woman to dominate you? I mean, what you said about the activities, smoking weed and playing video games and all that anime is all cool and everything, but damn, I'll be goddamn if some chick dominate me. I ain't into no dominatrix shit. Apparently that's you, brother. Good God. Well, okay, fella. Whatever floats your boat. Huh. Shades. In today's video, we're going to be talking about traditional women. Are they the way to go? Alright, let's check out these videos.
Most men do want a traditional woman. Like, I'm not going to even lie to you. Like, most men do want a woman that's just going to stay at home, cook, clean, you know, take care of the kids. And he goes out there, makes the money, come back, and you know, they're just happy. You feel me? Like, most men don't really want their girl working. I mean, if you're a real man, you wouldn't want your wife working. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want their women to have their own business or their own assets or their own, you know, shit going for themselves. The man rather just take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to women that's trying to like make a name for themselves, make money for themselves and things like that. I'm not saying you can't do that, you can't have a side business, but like most men would rather just, well, the real man would just rather take care of all the bills and, you know, invest in the stocks. A lot of y'all be like, well, it's a partnership, we gotta, I mean.
This guy's absolutely right. Most guys just want a traditional woman to take care of the household, take care of the kids, cook and clean, you know, just be that moral support. That's it. We're very simple. Most guys like that. I mean, if there's a guy out there that's not like that, he's more likely a simp, a beta male, just a little weakling. You know, he follows his woman. But most men ain't like that. There are some men like that who are weak like that. But for the majority in general, most men want a traditional woman. But they hard to find. Damn. We're just gonna have to keep looking and doing what we gotta do to find that lady, even if we have to go to another country. It is what it is. Alright.
Let's talk about what men mean when they say they're looking for a traditional woman. Be very careful in those dating apps with men who are into traditional women. They're looking for a woman who can stay at home, a woman whom they can control, like a woman whom they can even go to an extent of abusing, you know, because they don't want you to have a say. They want you to be under their mercy. So be very careful with people in the dating app who say that they're looking for a traditional woman. They won't allow you to work. They will take away your financial freedom. So another thing, unaona venye blaze na uonge in elevation ukiamsi. Sasa sasa nakaa serious, ndio?
She's all cap. And that's not true what she's saying. That's not true. Us guys that want a traditional woman, we're not trying to take away your financial security, your independence. No, that's not true. No, lady, you got it all wrong. If you understand gender roles, we just want a woman in her own natural state. A woman in her element. We don't want a woman that's trying to be like a man. What the hell sense does that make for us? We ain't trying to date another dude. We want a nice, soft, feminine woman. And I'm sorry to break it to you ladies, but a traditional woman falls in line with that. And that's what we're looking for. It is what it is. She's wrong. She's all wrong. She got that wrong. She all talking about abuse and controlling and all that. Hell no, we're not like that. Hell no, it doesn't work like that, lady. That's not what it's about. Damn.
You want a hot traditional wife who actually respects masculinity? Pack your bags, bro. Femininity isn't gone, it's just relocated. No lectures, no I'm a boss babe too. Just softness, loyalty, and polarity that actually feels natural again. The first place, Eastern Europe, the blonde bombshell belt. Think of Poland, Hungary, Ukraine. Think 5'9" blonde bombshells who still believe in being wives, not rivals. 94% of Polish women say a woman's role is to make home feel like peace, not pressure. In Ukraine, traditional wives outnumber Tinder feminists 20-1. Land in Warsaw and you'll remember what being a man feels like again. Second location, Latin America, cinnamon skin, salsa hips. Think of Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, places like that. 87% of Colombian women want a man who leads without being told how to. Brazil's divorce rate, half of America's. They're loyal, passionate, and feminine by default. She's in heels, cooking, smiling, and dancing all the time for you. No power struggle, just chemistry and polarity. Number 3, Southeast Asia. Loyal, sweet, and family built. Think of Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines. 91% of Vietnamese wives say they run home so their man can run the world. Thai women call you Tarak every single day, which means my love. Anytime before breakfast, lunch, dinner, when you wake up, anytime. Filipinas? K1 visas up to 40% in 2024. They were literally lining up for masculine men who know how to lead, and they will treat you like a king. Number 4, Africa, the ebony queens with loyalty in their blood. Think of Nigeria, Ethiopia, Kenya. 89% of Nigerian wives says, my king eats first. Strong, nurturing, and loyal to the core. You don't have to prove that you're masculine. They already know. One dinner in Lagos, and she is treating you like royalty. Here's a reality check. According to the World Economic Forum in 2025, these countries rank lower in economic equality. What does that actually mean? It means that they're not chasing boardrooms. They are building homes and legacies, while the West argues who pays the bill or how much of a boss babe energy one relationship can handle. These women are focused on family, loyalty, and love that lasts, not a war zone. Save this post, tag your single bro, because your future wife is...
Dang! She was speaking nothing but facts. Like I said, you might have to travel abroad. You might have to leave the U.S. to find you a loyal, traditional woman. It is what it is. The women are out there. You just have to travel. Man, she makes a lot of sense. I might have to go to Thailand. I've been thinking about moving to Thailand for some time. I might end up doing it. Sell my house and just go. Start my new life over again. Meet me a nice, fine-ass Thai chick that's loyal, traditional, and loving and caring. Shoot, can't beat that. It is what it is.
The thing about me is I'm not a traditional woman. I never have been. And I know some man in the comments is going to talk about how, oh, you're going to die alone with a bunch of cats, whatever the hell they be talking about, right? The reason why I say this is because I personally, and this is just my opinion, and everybody can live how they want, right? I just wouldn't ever want to be a stay-at-home mom. I would not want to stay at home, take care of the kids, cook, clean. Like, that's just not me, and it never has been, and I don't think it ever will. Like, just the thought of catering everything, like everything that's inside of you to a man, I don't think I could do it. I really do not think I could do it. I love, and I've always been a hopeless romantic, and I will do anything for the person I love, obviously. But when it comes to like being like a traditional woman and like cooking for them and cleaning for them, yeah, no, because this is a two-way street. You can do the same thing. Now, providing, okay, maybe I am a little traditional in that sense. Like, yes, you should be providing. You should be doing that. I really don't do the 50-50 thing. But what I'm trying to say is, no, not for me. Really not for me. But if it's for you, by all means, because I know some woman out there is going to get all mad and, ooh, this is why you're going to die alone. Okay, cool. All right, this is why your husband's cheating.
This chick is a joke. I thought this was like a little spoof. This lady is dead serious. She's a young lady. I'm guessing she's like between the age of 23 and 28. She could be older, but she looks like she could be around 23 to 27 years old. She has a lot of learning to do. Hey, it is what it is. She's not built like that. She's not a traditional woman. She's a modern woman. So a modern woman's gonna think like that. She doesn't believe in taking care of her man. She doesn't believe in cooking for her man. She doesn't believe in taking care of the household for the kids. That's her. She's not wifey material. She's just not the one. Guys, avoid women like her. She will never get it. She's stuck in the modern days. She's all about, hey, it works both ways. Yes, it does work both ways. The man provides. He takes care of the household financially. He puts food on the table. He pays the bills. He pays the electric bills. He pays the mortgage. He pays the car note. He does all that stuff. You don't have to worry about that, lady. But it's too damn hard for her to take care of the household and take care of the kids and cook and clean. That's the trade-off. You're taking care of your man in the household. He's taking care of you financially. But hey, that's not for her. That's not her cup of tea. So she will die alone unless she finds a simp. Some beta man, he'll date that. Some weak soy boy would date her. I'm not dating that. I'm not going to touch that. Hell no. Most guys won't. The only guys that would date her are some weak ass soy boys, some beta males. So yeah, she'll find somebody. She'll date plenty of guys. But seriously, on a serious note, I don't know about marriage unless she finds some beta boy. Well, it is what it is. Good luck, lady. Man, that's a damn shame. It's just a damn shame. She just doesn't get it. Just shaking my head about that. Well, it is what it is.
I made a video talking about how I don't understand why men complain about women who want provider men when they could just go for women who are down for 50-50 because there's so many of them. And a lot of the comments were saying the reason we're mad is because women want a provider man, but then they don't want to complete their traditional roles. Like, sort of like what do they bring to the table then if they just don't want to do the traditional part? I guess maybe I was in a little bit of a bubble because in my head, if a woman wants a traditional man, then she herself is traditional because that's how I am, that's how my friends are. But I can admit, maybe I wasn't looking at it holistically and thinking about the other perspectives that if what these guys are saying is true, then unfortunately, I agree. If women are going to expect a man to provide for them, they are going to expect that traditional role from a man. Unfortunately, you do have to fulfill the traditional role as a woman. Sure, there will be guys that don't care. Sure, there will be guys that don't mind if you work, but you don't need to work, but they don't mind if you do. But most will probably not be okay with that. And I agree with this. You can be financially independent and still want a provider man. But let's talk about what that looks like. Does that mean your man is 100% providing for you, yet you have a job that's making a good amount and you're only hoarding that for yourself? What's the point of a marriage then? On the flip side, if you are financially independent, you work, your man works, he's providing for you, and you guys pool together your resources, then that's not really him providing for you.
Damn, this chick is on point. She's fine as hell too. She's very cute. And she speaks common sense. Dang, I salute you, lady. You spoke facts. Like she said, it's pretty much common sense. If you want a traditional woman, you obviously gotta be a traditional man. And it's vice versa. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't look for a modern woman, that's all. Talk to her, get to know her history. Get to know where she's coming from. You know she's modern the first date. You know after the first date if she's modern or not. You know. She'll tell you. All you gotta do is ask her some simple questions. Who do you think should pay on the first date? The guy or the girl? If I move in the house, who's gonna pay the rent? You know, ask her, can she cook? Stuff like that. You'll know if she's a modern or a traditional woman. Big shout out to this chick right here and her fine ass self. Okay, on to the next.
Have plenty kids, because when a woman does not have to worry about the bills, she naturally gets wet. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you want the traditional woman, you have to be a traditional man. I know that when you hear traditional woman, what comes to your mind is a woman that cooks, that cleans. In all honesty, a lot of you just want traditional women with a touch of modern women, because if that's not the case, you'll not be asking a woman what you bring to the table. And when she starts to mention the things she brings to the table, you will not be satisfied until she mentions her finances and her productivity. So in short, you're interested in her financial contribution. I don't know how that makes you a traditional man. If the both of us are working our asses off, tell me the reason why I have to be the one who sweats my ass off.
Damn, lady, stop with the makeup. It's a big distraction. I don't understand why women do that. Man. But what she said makes a lot of sense. I had a hard time understanding. I think she's like African or something. Yeah, she's like African or Caribbean or something. She talks very fast and I had a hard time following. But for the most part, she made a lot of sense. It's pretty much common sense. A traditional man looks for a traditional woman, and vice versa, like I said in the last video. Okay. Man, stop with the makeup, okay?
traditional man, then why would you get a traditional woman? Like,
Why do you think
if you ain't a traditional man, then why would you get a traditional woman? Like, if we splitting these bills, then we definitely gonna be splitting these chores too, baby boo. Because the reason it was a woman's job to cook and clean is because that was literally her only job. She was the homemaker and you were the provider. She was not going to work. So if you want her to step into that role as provider as well, then you better step into the role of homemaker too, baby. Because a woman is your partner, not your servant. Oh, but I do things that come around once every few months, so that's my man. No, stop. No, that is not even comparable to the daily duties of cooking and cleaning and keeping up with the house. Like, how do you not see that? And if you want me to stay home, then baby, I will cook, I will clean, I will rub your feet every day. But if you want to split these bills, then you better get to doing some dishes.
And she doesn't get it. She's obviously a modern woman. She doesn't understand gender roles. Lady, if you don't want to be a traditional woman, that's fine. Stay as a modern woman. Go somewhere and find yourself a beta man out there. You don't understand. You don't get it. I don't think you ever will. It's an even trade-off. The man is traditional by providing financially, taking care of the household. The woman, her role, she takes care of the household by cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids. It's not that hard to understand, lady. And it was an issue like that back in the day. And it can still be like that today. If you want to be a traditional woman, if you want to be a modern woman, and you want to have equal rights and say, I could do this too. I could do it just like a man. Okay, so be it. Don't be crying over here later on in your senior years, crying that you can't find a good man out there. We don't want to hear it. You chose your life. You chose that pill to be an independent lady and not a traditional lady. That's on you. So go ahead. Act like you all high and mighty, like, he has to cook and clean too. No, lady, it don't work like that. It's not in the masculine role. Come on now. Good God.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can transition into becoming a traditional wife even if you are living off of 2 incomes. Number 1, you both have to be on the same page. You may not have started this way, but maybe you want to transition into a more traditional marriage. So you both have to be on the same page with that and want that. Number 2, now you need to assess your lifestyle because you're gonna have to change it, especially if you are on 2 incomes. It's not gonna be easy transitioning to 1. Number 3, so what could you change? Well, let's start small. So maybe you're living 50-50, both of you are paying just about the same amount of bills. Well, maybe transition to doing 60-40 and the wife just takes less responsibilities, less bills, and see if that is doable. So maybe if you're the wife, you can ask your job to work less hours so you can spend more time at home.
She's a cute lady. She made some great points. Yeah. If you're going to transition from a modern lady to a traditional lady, yeah, there's going to be some changes. You're going to have to make some adjustments. But it's manageable. It can happen. It's up to you. All right. Big shout out to her.
Somebody that's gonna come around and say, you got your half of the rent this month. No, I don't.
So, well, you were looking for a traditional man, but are you a traditional woman?
Yes.
In what sense?
I feel like
what is traditional woman to you?
Exactly. And see, everybody's definition for words
men got one
varies.
line. Men, we're all pretty much the same. We know exactly what traditional is.
I don't think all men are the same.
Oh, majority of us are.
It depends if they want to do it or not.
I don't think so.
Traditional man.
I don't think so because some people think courting is tricking. So
no.
I don't think.
No. There's courting and there's tricking. They're vastly different. Tricking is a whole thing of its own. Courting is someone that's reciprocating. If I'm courting a woman and I continue courting, she's reciprocating. But give me
transaction.
It's very transactional. There's no type of emotion involved. It's just transactional 100%. Courting is like you feeling me, I'm feeling you. We try to take it somewhere. We try to have kids, family, married. That's the
chat. Do you all agree that is the true definition? I'd love to see this.
She don't get it. She just don't get it. How in the world is a modern woman gonna look for a traditional man? That don't make no goddamn sense. What traditional man will want to date a modern woman? It's like an oxymoron. What? You can't have your cake and eat it, ladies. You can't be a modern woman and know they're seeking a traditional man. It ain't gonna work. You're a modern woman, so you need to find yourself a modern man. The traditional men are reserved for the traditional woman. You can't have it both ways, ladies. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And whatever you are, the man has to be aligned with you with that. If he's okay being dominated by you, if he's okay being disrespected by you, if he's okay by being controlling by you, hey, that's on him. He's a beta man. That's what it is. Huh.
Well, you were looking for.
Here are some perks of being a traditional housewife. I am under my husband's containment. He makes sure that I am protected and provided for because the rent is due and nobody cares. So I definitely have a regulated nervous system. I have all the time in the world to look hot, work out 3 hours a day, go to the spa, and just be a soft baby girl. All expenses paid trips. I recently went to South Korea and Japan to Disneyland, and sometimes I get to bring a +1, so that was so much fun.
Good for her. She's a traditional woman. That's what I'm talking about. She gets it. That's what I'm saying. She knows her role. She knows what she needs to do to satisfy her man. She takes care of her man. She probably cooks and cleans, do the laundry, takes care of the kids and everything. She's a good woman. That's why her man is taking care of her, giving her everything she wants. She has no stress, no worries. That's how it should be. Modern women don't get that type of treatment. They just don't. They have to work themselves. They have to do it for themselves because they don't want a man to take care of them. They don't want to do their part. They're above it. And they expect this type of treatment. Yeah, right. That's for the traditional woman. You modern women wanting traditional men, you guys are dreaming. That's never gonna happen. Sorry. It is what it is. Go date your modern men. Alright, well, this is my take about it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.